Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Statue of James Connolly is behind us. The portrait of Countess Markievicz is outside in the hall. Two of Ireland's greatest revolutionaries who stood for working people and stood against empire, set up the Irish Neutrality League in 1914. That is where our tradition of neutrality comes from. Two of the greatest revolutionaries, revered by the people of this country because they opposed war, empire and colonialism. That's where it comes from. The Irish government want to trash the tradition established by Connolly and Markievicz and the people who led the Irish Revolution against colonialism, against war and against empire by aligning us with the embryonic European empire and project of militarization in Europe, directly aligned with NATO, dominated by the major Western imperial powers. That is the simple truth. The triple lock, as inadequate as the United Nations is, prevents us deploying troops where empires are fighting against each other. It prevents us from sending troops and taking sides in battles between empires. Because our tradition is to oppose empire. And you want to be able to deploy troops where Ursula von der Leyen and Olaf Scholz, or for that matter, a US administration that you go groveling over to, and then insults you, humiliates you in any event, the Trump administration. You want to allow their troops to go through Shannon as they rain down missiles in Yemen, and as both the European leaders, and I disagree with those who are saying Trump is a horror, which he is, a pig and a horror, and a warmonger and an imperialist, but Ursula von der Leyen green-lighted the genocide against Gaza. Olaf Scholz invites the war criminal Netanyahu to Germany. Germany is the major provider of arms and weapons carrying out a genocide. Why would we want to deploy troops in any way connected with military powers guilty of arming a genocide? The Israeli genocide against Gaza, the ethnic cleansing of West Bank, apartheid couldn't happen without US money and arms and European money and arms. And you want to involve us in that and smash up the tradition of Connolly and Markievicz to stand against all of that. And we will pay a price for this, because the genocide in Gaza is coming home to roost if our sons and daughters are sent out to fight in wars for the European or US empires. We will pay the price. You now want to spend billions more on weapons that should go into housing, health and education. Connolly would turn in his grave.
We now go to the leader.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.